Do you wish you could have one biscuit and then actually leave the rest of the packet instead of eating all of them? My name's Nikki Bevan. I'm the emotional resilience coach. And one of the things that I help my clients with is how to get control of their cravings. I'm going to explain to you today how you can get control of yours. I'm going to use sugar as my example, but for you, it might be savory snacks. It might be cheese. It might be wine. It might be porn. It might be exercise. It might be scrolling on social media, or it might be watching Netflix. Whatever your thing is that you crave, this process will help you if you want to stop over consuming. So if you actually want to reduce your sugar intake, reduce your alcohol intake, stop scrolling so much, start doing this process. It will really help. And I highly encourage you to actually try it. Because here's the thing with watching YouTube clips, they're amazing, right? There is a lot of stuff on YouTube that is phenomenally educational and that's going to teach us really valuable skills. But it's a complete waste of time if you're not actually going to go and implement it. For example, if you're scrolling on YouTube and you want to get a six-pack or you want to lose a bit of weight, or you want to get stronger muscles and you're looking at exercise routines and, diet advice, watching the YouTube clip makes no difference whatsoever. What makes the difference is you actually going away and doing the exercise. This is exactly the same. This process I'm about to teach you is so simple. It is so effective. The only thing that's ever going to stop you is that gorgeous brain of yours up in your head. Part of it does not want to give up your thing. Part of it does not want to give up sugar. It does not want to give up chocolate or cake or alcohol or crisps. And I get it. I do, because they make us feel amazing, don't they? In that moment, when we eat the chocolate, you get that, ooh, very, very temporarily. Because then what happens is you start to feel shit. You start to put on weight. You get irritable. You start judging yourself and beating yourself up. Why didn't I just stop at one? That's all optional. So keep listening. I want you to imagine 8 o'clock in the evening, you settle down on the sofa, you're watching your favorite Netflix, and you hear that little voice. You're like, oh, just have something sweet. Obviously, if you're craving savory, yours is going to be savory. So change my terminology to suit you. And then you think, oh, yeah, there's that packet in the cupboard, isn't there? And then, of course, you hear the packet calling. It's me. It's me. And then that thought, as soon as you start thinking about the biscuits, now you're starting to notice the craving in your body, that urge to get up and go and get it. And at the moment, what's happening is you're not even questioning that process. You're getting up, you're following that voice, and you think, I'll just have one. And then it's like, fuck it, I'll eat the lot. You can't stop the initial thought that pops into your head. You can't stop that thought, oh, I just want something sweet. You can't stop that thought creating the urge for sugar. But once you're aware of it, the bit that you do have control over is whether you actually stand up, walk to the cupboard, open the cupboard, take the biscuits out and put it in your mouth. You do actually have a choice. And I want you to consider just for a moment that part of your brain that's saying, oh, I just need something sweet. it's a treat, or it's a reward, or it'll relax me. That part of your brain that you're hearing in that moment does not give a shit about the negative consequence that you eating the whole packet of business is going to give you the next day. It does not care if the next day you're grumpy, tired, irritable, putting on weight, aggravated medical conditions, foggy head. That primitive part of your brain isn't thinking beyond that very small moment in time. Luckily for you, you've got your higher brain in your prefrontal cortex. And this is the bit we want to start engaging, because this gives you your best advice. And I would encourage you to decide to make this decision at least 24 hours ahead of time, that tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, this is what I'm going to do. When I hear that voice, when I feel that emotion, I'm going to do this instead. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to notice the craving in your body. I want you to shuffle yourself in the seat. I want you to sit back and I want you to take a deep breath. And in that moment, I want you to ask yourself, what do I want more? Because part of your brain really wants the chocolate. Of course it does. Temporarily, it's going to make you feel incredible. Of course you want it. But what do you want more? And for me, that more is I want more energy. I want a healthier body so I can run around with my kids. I want to have a clear head tomorrow so that I can do an amazing job. I don't want my medical conditions to be aggravated. I don't want to be irritable. I don't want to feel crap anymore. And I certainly don't want to be judging myself. So what the choice that you get to make in that moment, and I would in that moment, it'd be challenging, but deciding ahead of time, this is what you're going to do, is you're going to sit and you're going to breathe. And you're going to take full responsibility of the reason that you're feeling the craving for sugar is because your brain, part of your brain is telling you that you need something sweet. That's a lie. You need to relax. You need a reward. You need a treat. It's all lies. Feeling shit is not a treat. Putting on weight is not a treat. It doesn't make you feel better in the long term. So that voice is a lie. Have compassion for it because it knows no different. But no, take full responsibility. Right, my brain is creating this emotion. And that's okay. You can feel uncomfortable very temporarily for a few short moments. And the emotion disappears when you allow it to be in your body, when you fully experience it and you surrender to it, instead of trying to, oh my God, I don't want to feel it. This is awful. This is horrible. That's willpower. That doesn't work. Relax, release, surrender to it. Allow it to be there. It's not a problem. It disappears. So then if you keep repeating that process, that urge, the craving starts to decrease. And then you get to a point when you've done that for quite a few nights in a row, and I'm talking, for a couple of weeks, you'll get to 8 o'clock one evening or the next day and go, oh, I didn't even have that experience last night. And then you'll start to notice your energy levels rising. You'll start to feel better. You'll start to notice that you've lost a few pounds. That temporary discomfort has now given you so much more well-being. This is the gift I want to give you. And you 100% have the power to do it. The reason I know this is because I was the worst for overeating. Once I started, I literally felt like I could not stop. So you do not tell me it's different for you, Nikki, because it is not. I promise you, if you knew me personally, you would have known how much I could not stop spooning the Nutella jar until it disappeared. So I'm not listening to your brain's bullshit. I do not believe that you can't do it, because you can. You've just got to want to. And if this YouTube clip isn't enough, go and check out my Sugar-Free Academy. Because the Sugar-Free Academy was created to support you daily through a process, through learning the skill, honing that skill, and then building that skill that you can then carry through for the rest of your life. When you go through the Sugar-Free Academy, it's going to give you a freedom from your sugar cravings. And just the physical effect of reducing your sugar intake is going to give you so much more energy. So go and check it out. I'll put a link in the comments below. And if you've liked what you've heard today, subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button, share it with somebody that you know. And I've used sugar because that was my thing. But if yours is gin and tonic, Pims and lemonade, cider, all those really yummy Tyrrell's, mature cheddar and red onion crisps, whatever it is, share this clip with someone. Do it together. Have an amazing week. Bye.